Alright guys, welcome to the ZUU FIT Tournament, yes! And welcome to this wonderful group. We've got a heap of teams, there's a heap of people that I don't even know, which is fantastic. They've all got to learn the movements, whether you've been doing ZUU for years, whether you've just started, please look at all the movements to understand what correct technique is. Alright, the rules of engagement for this tournament is, I drop the workout at the start of the month. Then each week, building up to the last week, we train. The last week is our competition week. What's the training? Well, you can do your own training. I would suggest that all of you do the workout together at least once, whether that's together or online. You all give each other your time so you can combine your times because you need benchmarks. Week 1, 2, and 3, you want to be reducing your time. You need a benchmark, a guide, okay? Week 1, week 2, week 3, you want to be reducing that time. Week 4, all of us will be going hell for leather, okay? All of us will be going at it. If you're on the line with me, man, I love competition. If it's healthy, competition with no egos, I love going at it. So week 4, all of us will be doing our best times, or we're doing our best to get our best times, but we need to train to get to that. So again, the workout gets dropped at the start of the month. I want all of you to be doing the workout at least once a week, so you guys have a team benchmark to work on. Some of you guys might want to do it a couple times because lots of head talk, mental resilience needed inside that, but we'll also be giving you guys training to do, or you might want to do your own training. All right, the other rules of engagement inside this tournament is, I will not stand for, we will not stand for, my wife included, egos. No egos inside this, because if there's any egos inside this competition, bad mouth and carrying on, boom, you'd be kicked straight outside, because there's no place for that here. All right? Inside ZUU, the strong serve the weak. What does that mean? It means we don't go around bragging about it, okay? I don't tell people my numbers. I'm about being in the trenches with the people. So all the people who love ZUU, that's what resonates with them. That's what society needs. That's why this is just this energy burst to the world, because the world wants to see the strong serving the weak, not standing up, I'm the best, who cares? It's about serving the weak and encouraging the whites and the blues to get to blacks, because the more they get to that black level, the more people we have to serve and prop up those others. So that's number 1, no egos. Number 2, if someone wants to correct you on your technique, one of your teammates, show some humility. Show some humility. Remember, no egos. If you don't accept constructive criticism, it's because you've got ego. So please show some humility. Point number 3, pour your energy and mana into all the other teams. There's so many teams. At the point of me filming this, we're on about 85, 90 teams. I don't know, a heap of the people inside here, but I'm looking forward to meeting them. I'm looking forward to sharing my videos. That's point number 4 or 5. I don't even know where we are anymore. Make sure you start filming your training sessions for this ZUU FIT tournament. Make sure you film yourself with spit hanging out of your mouth like we used to do with spit phase. Make sure you film that saying, I just went through the workout. Are you kidding me? I'm building up for competition week. Don't just share it inside this closed group. Share it outside. That's one of the biggest dramas we've had. Not dramas, but it's always hard for people to understand what it is if they're not seeing it. So even though this is a closed group, please, I encourage all of you to share your training videos, share whatever videos any of your teammates want to share it on your public pages so more people can come in off the sidelines and join in, because we've got whites and blues inside here. It's just amazing. I'm talking to couples, husbands bringing their wives in and vice versa, wives bringing their husbands in who don't even know what ZUU is, but they want to be a part of it. I'm talking to people who love that they now have a goal for every month. There's people in isolation at the time of me filming this, and they've got nothing to look forward to. They're just running through the motions, but now all of a sudden they've got this huge community and they're excited. That's a good thing, okay? That's a good thing, and we want to spread this energy and mana to the world. So make sure, please, you post outside this group, but make sure you're also posting regularly inside this group. Another point is comment on other teams, encourage other teams. This is about all of us going at it together. Does that make sense to you guys? I'm going to be commenting as much as I can and posting and meeting people and doing all the rest of it. Have fun. That's probably the last point I want to leave with you. Have fun. Is it hard? Yeah, man. I'm going to kick your ass down the road doing this. Seriously, it's tough. But it's also fun. How can it be fun? Because I'm with a heap of people on the same journey. I'm on a heap of people trying to be better, encouraging me, and me encouraging them. So make sure you enjoy it. When you go to sleep at night, you're going to be seeing all these posts and videos, make a comment on it, then you do the same. It just brings us together as humans should be. Any more points I need to? She said I got it covered. So, welcome again to the ZUU FIT Tournament. I'll see you. I'll see you in the trenches. Get a touch. Boom. Bear crawls. I don't overcoach this one. You basically just get down on the ground, you crawl forward, backwards, forwards, backwards. That's pretty much it. Any words from my boss?
The backwards with the legs.
Oh, what do you not want to see? She said that last time.
Yeah.
Tell them what I don't want to see. Okay. So in reverse bear crawls, whenever people are going for speed, they have a tendency to spread their legs and shorten up the distance between their hands and their feet. So it'll look something like this in reverse. Side on, it'll look like this. Basically, they can just run back. Rubbish. Garbage stuff that, okay? Make sure you maintain that distance. I don't have my feet too narrow, but you'll notice my feet, I try and consciously keep my feet in line with my body, so forward. Side on. The features and benefits to bear crawls is massive. Lots of arm drive, lots of push through there. So don't spread your legs, don't shorten up that base, maintain the distance, get it right, and make sure your palms are flat. That's a bear crawl. Alright guys, gorillas, it's one of those movements that I love because it pinpoints dysfunction. If you feel stiff through this movement, it's obviously because your body's bound up, and that's dysfunction. So when I talk about never sacrificing form for speed, it's because if you persevere with getting your range right, you'll just get quicker, fitter, stronger, faster, more mentally resilient. You'll get all of those features and benefits by sticking with it, okay? Gorillas, I start from a half squat. Palms are always flat. I don't want to see any fingertips. I don't want to see any knuckles, okay? Don't want to see any of this rubbish here. That's not a gorilla. Get your palms flat down on the ground, all right? So half squat, palms flat. My objective is to get my feet to the outside of my hands. As I lean forward, I jump towards my hands. I'll just show it to you one more time. Reach out, palms, feet, next to my hands. Now guys, if you're in the white category, your gorillas will probably look like this. You're probably laughing at the moment, but that's okay. It's because you're stiff through your hips. You probably haven't done this movement before or in a very long time. You've just got to persevere with it and trust the process. Ask anyone who's been doing ZUU for a long time. It's the best bodyweight training in the world, all right? If you persevere with that, it'll unlock your hips, get rid of that lower back pain and all the rest of it. Just make sure your palms are flat down on the ground. For blues and blacks, your range should increase from this to getting your feet well past your hands, which is fantastic. Now I normally team gorillas up with reverse bears, so it looks like this. Okay, so whenever you see me say gorillas to reverse bears, that's what it looks like. Alright guys, welcome back to the Golden Goose. This is kick sits, alright? Kick sits, we start in a bulldog position. There's 4 points you need to remember with kick sits. Make sure you learn these 4 points. First point, hands stay down on the ground. They don't come off the ground ever. when you're doing kick sits unless you are so tight through thoracic or trunk rotation that as you turn, a hand gets pulled off the ground. You would only be in the white category if that was the case, okay? Other than that, hands stay down on the ground. Point number 2, ass must touch. So as you kick a leg through with your hands staying down, your hip, your ass has to touch the ground every single repetition. Point number 3, your leg must kick straight. I don't want to see any of these hook legs. People kick them through with a hook leg. It's not a kick sit. You've got to kick it through. It takes effort to straighten that leg. So make sure you kick that leg through when you kick it. And point number 4, your back knee's got to be high. All right. I start in bulldog position here. This is what it looks like side on. So front on here, hands down. I kick a leg through. Point number 1, hands haven't moved. Point number 2, my ass is on the ground. Point number 3, my leg is straight. Point number 4, my back knee's high. Back to bulldog, out the other side. Everything's in place. Bulldog, kick through. Bulldog, kick and sit. Bulldog, kick and sit. Side on. Bulldog, see that leg straight? Kick, kick, kick. That's a kick sit. For the whites, you guys will probably struggle a lot of time with mobility. Oh, some people might even move like that, where this hand literally comes off the ground because their lower back, that trunk rotation is so bound up. If that's your starting point, that's where we got to start, okay? There's no egos to this ZUU FIT tournament. This is a journey we're on together. That's a kick sit. Welcome back to the Golden Goose. All right, cobras, probably my favorite variation. This movement here, guys, legs are apart to spread your body weight. Hands around shoulder width apart. As I go down, I tuck my elbows in against my body. Then I move from one side to the other side, back to the center, and then I drive up. This is how it looks. Walk my hands out. I come down, notice elbows are tight, one side, other side, center, lock it out, down, one side, other side, center, drive up. I do not want to see...
Show me what you don't want to see, Norbert. I love this one.
Show us what you don't want to see. I don't want to see the head jiggle, cobra, all right? The head jiggle. I can't stand the head jiggle. This is the head jiggle cobra. I see people doing this. You like that? What is that? Seriously, that's nothing. That's not a cobra, all right? You'll hear me say, if you've ever trained with me, you'll hear me say, down, side to side, drive up, down, side to side, drive up. You are looking for lateral ranges of movement. Yes, we're trying to go as quick as we can, but that's not at the cost of turning it into some little head jiggle. So make sure you go down, you get that lateral movement. We want to retract our scaps, we want to open up our chest. That will only happen if we get stronger through that lateral ranges of motion. That is a cobra. Make sure you keep your legs apart. With cobras, with half Hindus, with Komodo hands. So many times I'll explain this movement and then I'll see someone doing it with their legs together. You need stability, okay? You need stability. So make sure, if you see your teammates, they have their legs apart when they're doing a cobra.